It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area's sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
Well, we have another big-time exclusive here on Quinn Broadcasting on the sports side of things. It's a big day for the rivalry on the softball diamond. As you can see right there, the Vineland Fighting Clan, and what a season that group is having. They lost their first game of the season and have not lost since. Their record coming into this game is 18-1. So they are having a spectacular season. Ed Reed, the head coach, really doing a great job. Of course, it's the players that make all the scores happen, but that group right there is having itself quite a season. They are playing host to the Thunderbolts of Millville today. Millville coming in with an 11-8 record, so a little bit of an opposite record. But anytime these two schools get together, anything's possible on the athletic field. So that's what we have for your softball action here on Quinn Broadcasting. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez, and we are set for what looks to be a pretty good day, a very cloudy day, but the clouds that are very puffy and white, and everything else is blue around those clouds. So as far as we can tell, no threat of any rain or anything of that nature. The field is a very sharp-looking field, as we have the dimensions. Center field is 220 away. And, of course, Millville right there, Stephanie LaBasse, getting instructions from the umpire who will be working today's game.
That's a very good description of our surroundings, I have to say.
Yeah. Well, we try to paint the picture for those who can't view it, but of course, if you're watching here, you're going to be viewing it. We have the Facebook Live and YouTube Live feed, so you'll be actually seeing the game. But it's good to describe a nice sunny
Channel
day.
22 as well.
Channel
For the local crowd.
There you go. 22 is the channel. And again, those ladies right there in the white, they're putting together quite a season, and one of the best seasons that you can imagine. Their only loss came on opening day of the regular season for them. Since then, they have been perfect, 18-0.
So then this is the second time that these two teams will face each other this season. They played back at Millville Vineland, coming out with a pretty close 6-4 win in that one. So Millville put up quite a fight against them in this game. So they'll try to do that again in this one and try to break that winning streak.
And of course, in looking at some of the scores that Vineland has posted, that 6-4 score is probably among the closest, if not the closest. For the most part, the Fighting Clan ladies have really been putting up numbers on the scoreboard. A lot of double digits and lopsided victories. So they are definitely getting it done offensively throughout the season as well. And again, we mentioned that 6-4 score, one of the few close games that Vineland has had to deal with.
Yeah, we'll take a look at some. Well, they've played a couple other close ones. They're coming off. Let's see. Well, they're coming off the 6-1 victory against Middle Township, but in the semifinal round of the Cape Atlantic League tournament, they narrowly beat Absegami 3-2. So they will be playing St. Joseph of Hamilton tomorrow for the Cape At League title. A couple other games. 8-6 against Absegami in an in-game tournament, so they played Absegami pretty close in both games. 5-4 against Mainland. They beat St. Joe earlier in the season, 9-8. Gloucester Tech 10-9. But yeah, you look at some of these other scores. You see 18-1 versus Mainland. We see a high-scoring 12-10 against Audubon. 13-1 against Clearview. 10-0 Ocean City, and pretty recently, 18-1 game over Washington Township. So when this Vineland offense gets going, it doesn't seem like there's a way to stop them.
They put some runs on the board, and we'll see if Millville can contain that offense. Of course, being the rivalry, Millville wants to come out of here with a victory.
And kind of quickly taking a look at that. So it was earlier this month that the two faced off in that 6-4 victory for Vineland. Just taking kind of quick look at some numbers. Vineland was able to do that with 6 hits. Just trying to They also walked 6 times in that game, so it's something Millville wants to avoid, is giving up so many walks. And on Millville's side, they had 4 runs on 8 hits, but they also walked 5 times in that game. That was Jesly Negron, who pitched the majority of the game for Millville. Miley Cross coming in to close it out. We unfortunately don't have the Vineland pitching for that game, but a pretty evenly matched game the first time these two teams faced off a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, so the two teams being instructed on the game rules, the field rules by the two umpires. You see Ed Reed, the Vineland head coach, and Stephanie LeBos, the Millville head coach, they're their team captains.
And just looking at Millville's couple recent games, they actually haven't played in quite a while. Their last game coming on the 8th of May against St. Joseph, a 7-4 win. So these ladies are very fresh and ready to go. Of course, we were expected to do this game last week, and it decided to rain for 7 days and 7 nights. So we had to postpone a little bit, and we're out here today. So this Millville squad, by all accounts, is very rested.
I like the Noah's Ark reference there.
I had to.
That's good.
But yeah, some of their recent games, again, as I mentioned, the 7-4 win over St. Joseph, 8-1 against Cedar Creek. So they have a 2-game winning streak right now, and that was after a couple of losses, a 6-0 loss to Ocean City and a 6-4 loss to Vineland. As we mentioned, Millville coming in at 11-8. They've been able to string a couple wins together here and there. Their highest, of course, a 3-game win streak. They've done that twice. Of course, a daunting task ahead of them to face a team that's won 18 straight.
All right, so we have the starting lineups. Millville, of course, having their 9 batters, trying to get something done today.
Yeah, so taking a look at our Millville lineup here. Number 13, Kendall Mazur, the center fielder. Carrington Rothmel batting second. Number 25, she's the second baseman. Isabella Musi, she will be at first. The cleanup batter, Gabriella Jaquette. Savannah Hadley is the shortstop. Sadie Drozdowski in left field. Jesly Negron will be the third baseman. The DH batting for the pitcher today, Carly Gandy. Addison Reeves in right field, and your starting pitcher for Millville today is Emily Prowl.
Well, we're going to guess Prawl.
Prawl.
Yeah, we'll go Prawl on that.
That's why I usually leave the names to you.
Yep. And I'm going to guess it's Mazer, the center fielder. Kendall Mazer. Somehow
we'll figure it out.
If we say it 2 different ways, sometimes we just get it.
We do it. Honestly, I think sometimes we do it because one of us will be right.
Yeah, there you go. So Vineland will be taking the field first, as the home team always does. And in the fielding area, as we look at Vineland's from left to right in the outfield, so Jessie Ana Toro is the left fielder. Leah Amirs is in center field, and Lucy Day is the right fielder. Third baseman for the Fighting Clan will be Natalia Ponce. At shortstop is Frankie Celebre. Second baseman will be Janaya, we'll say it both ways, Hernandez. And Brooklyn Lopez is at first base. Behind the plate for the Fighting Clan is Avery Gomez, and today's starting pitcher is Kajni Patel. So there's your defensive alignment for those ladies right there. And we're just about set to get underway here on QBC. Thank you so much for being with us. Fred Melendez along with Ariel Melendez and a good staff that we'll be mentioning later on in the broadcast.
And just a quick look at Patel's stats as she gets ready to take the field with the rest of her team. She's pitched 47 innings so far, giving up 43 hits and 30 runs, a 3.72 ERA. She's definitely the top pitcher for this Vineland squad. Just obviously going based on innings pitched, she's pitched the most for this group.
This is a different way of going on the field. I like it. They play right up the middle from home plate, and then they separate to go to their positions. That's pretty
Hey,
nice.
whatever works. Hey, you're 18-1. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, they've come up with a way to make it happen.
Wonder if it's one of those superstitious.
Huh?
You know what? We've won 18 straight. We gotta just keep it going. Keep it going the rest of the way.
Many sports have all these superstitions, and why not? That was a very unique way of getting on the field. And here you see today's starting pitcher.
Cosby Patel. Yeah, I saw a look at her throwing a little bit in the bullpen earlier. She's definitely got some heat on those pitches. You can always tell when you can hear the pop of the glove. And again, we mentioned the fielding alignment, so you can take a look at it one more time for this Vineland squad. We mentioned Toro, Mears, and Day. Your outfielders, Ponce, Celebre, Hernandez, Lopez make up the infield, as well as Patel and Gomez, the battery for today's game.
So we're just about set to have this game start. First three batters for the Lady Thunderbolts will be Kendall Mazer, the center fielder. She'll be followed by second baseman Carrington Rothmel and the first baseman Isabella Musey. The first three batters that Millville will send to the plate as we are set to go here from Vineland High School.
And you've got to like, when you have a leadoff batter, you know, the key for that batter is to get on base and try and set everyone up. And Mazer's certainly doing that this season, batting an impressive .541 so far on the season. That's what you want to see from your leadoff batter, is someone who has the ability to get on base. She's also walked 7 times as well. So she'll try to get things started here for Millville.
In the game of softball, you will see leadoff batters sometimes just lay down bunts and try to beat them out to first base to see if that's going to be the case here for either team. First pitch of the game is called the ball. Mazer, the center fielder for the Thunderbolts. Next pitch on the way. Slugged into left field, and that's going to go back to the fence. Rounding first and heading into second with a stand-up double to start the game is Kendall Mazer.
And that's exactly why Mazer is the leadoff batter for this Millville squad. Put the ball in the perfect spot where the left fielder just had to wait for it to drop and before making a play on it. That's exactly what you want to do to start off the game for Millville.
They're going to remember that at that and maybe play a little deeper next time, because that got over the left fielder's head in a hurry. Next batter is Carrington Rothmel, takes the ball. She is the second baseman for Millville.
Yeah, and what you'll see a lot in softball too is not a traditional bunt. It's called a slap bunt. And that looked like what Rothmel was looking to do. We'll see if she does it again. Mazer definitely getting a secondary lead.
Yeah, she's halfway to third as the pitch is coming in.
But you kind of see what Rothmel, that's why she's so far back in the box, because you have to make sure you stay in the box when you make contact on the slap bunt.
Those three pitches are outside.
So that's important when paying attention to the slap, is you have to make sure you stay in the box. That's why you'll see batters all the way in the back of the batter's box, because it gives them plenty of room.
All 4 pitches on the outside. So Rothmel is on first base with a walk, and Millville has its first 2 batters on base.
And that's already going to prompt Gomez and the infield to come in and talk to Patel. And all of those pitches pretty much in the same exact location. So just unable to get anything in the zone there for Rothmel to pop the bunt down, but she'll certainly take the walk up to first base instead. So Millville threatening early here. No outs, runners on first and second.
Hey, Bell, let's go, Bell.
And the 3, 4, 5 hitters go up now. Isabella Musey, the first baseman.
And Musey's also having a strong season, batting .458. Has 33 RBIs on the season. I don't know how. I'll tell you from this angle, I don't know how it doesn't hit her, but it does get away from Gomez. And the runners move up to second and third now. And Patel's having a tough time finding the strike zone. But I'm going to tell you, from this angle, I don't know how that avoided the pants of Musey up at the plate.
Cuts it that one and fouls it back. Count goes to 1-1.
Well, yeah, 33 RBIs for the third batter here for Millville, Isabella Musey.
Got a chance to add to that total here. 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out.
And she's done that Yeah, she just took that one right off the thigh.
So Musey is hit by a pitch.
And that's going to bring up the cleanup batter for Millville.
Hey, come on, kid, you're
Gabriella Jaquette, the catcher, has a chance to do some early damage here in the first inning.
Yep, she's got 12 RBIs. Also has 14 hits, so she's driving her teammates in.
In the right field base hit, one runner score. The ball is bobbled. And coming in to score a second run is Rothmel. So an RBI hit by Jaquette, and Millville's on the board. Still nobody out. It is 2-0 Thunderbolts.
Yep, she put it in the perfect spot right over the second baseman. And that bobble by the right fielder, Day, is what allowed the second runner to come in. That was Rothmel. And that's going to prompt an early mound visit. As Millville ambushing Vineland out with a 2-0 lead so far.
Yeah, the 18-game winning streak, still a long way to go in this game.
I was going to say, we got a lot of game to play.
Millville is doing what they need to do and get an early jump.
And they've done it on a couple base hits, a walk, a hit by pitch. They've done pretty much everything you can do to get on base so far.
That'll bring up Savannah Hadley. Still looking for the first out of the inning. First pitch. It's called a strike. Guess Hadley must be on top of the plate because that was well inside on her.
And I believe that's the first called strike. Had a couple Millville batters swing, but
Down goes to 1 ball and 1 strike.
so Hadley batting .284 on the season. She's also driven quite a bit, 16 RBIs on 19 hits. She's got 2 runners on.
And she was right on top of the plate, and I got to tell you, the pitcher there, Patel, really working that inside corner very well right now.
Well, because when you see a batter that close to the plate, that's exactly the right spot to put it in because you're going to get what you just got right there, which was off the end of the bat. As I believe we get the infield fly rule, but the shortstop Celebrate makes the catch anyway. But that's the perfect strategy if you're Patel. You see her so close to the plate, she's not going to be able to get that bat head out all the way if you pitch her inside, and you get the exact result that you just got.
That is the first out of the inning. Runners at first and second, 1 out. And the batter now, Sadie Drozdowski, looks at ball 1.
Not exactly surprised that Patel tried to go back to the same spot. That's what made her successful in that last at-bat, so she's going to try and stick with it.
That one's inside as well, 2-0 the count.
Well, I'll tell you, these batters are not afraid to get hit by the pitch, because they're just watching that one almost go right over the pants of their pants seat.
Pitch is high, 3-0 the count. 1 ball away from reloading the bases.
Millville's had really good eye in this first inning.
Drop bunt, but it's going to come back foul. That backspin didn't give it a chance to stay fair.
Yeah, that's when it's tough when you're trying to kind of deaden the ball like that. If the pitcher kind of threw you a pitch that's got a little bit of spin on it, you really have to make it die in the dirt there to get it to stop spinning.
That one is punched foul as well.
Well, you have to imagine if you're Drozdowski here, you're going to swing the bat now because if you bunt it foul again, it's a strikeout. We'll see if she does employ that strategy.
Full count pitch on the way. Into left center field, but ranging over and making the catch is the center fielder, Mears. That is the second out of the inning.
That was a good battle there to get back into the count from Patel. A little fortunate that the 2 bunt attempts didn't stay in play. That was a nice job by the center fielder, just ranging under it.
Brings up the third baseman for Millville, Jasmine Negron. Pitches on the inside corner.
That's the one spot that Patel's really been able to fire strikes in at, is that inside corner.
Comes right back to it, but it's a little low. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning. Musi at second base, and Jaquette at first. That one is going to be caught by the pitcher, so that damage is limited. That meeting after the 2-run single to right field calmed it down. So 2 runs in the inning on 2 hits, 2 men left on base. After a half inning, Millville leads 2-0, but Vineland coming up to bat for the first time.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area's sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
Millville pitcher Emily Prawl getting her warm-ups in for this bottom of the first inning. Millville giving her a 2-0 lead to start against Vineland.
It's always helpful as a pitcher to be able to come out and you've got your teammates were able to give you a couple runs. You want to be able to start off with a shutdown in there. Well, we'll take a look first at the Vineland starting lineup. You want to go ahead and toss this lineup out to us.
Okay, shortstop, number 14, Frankie Celebre. Batting second, playing in right field, Lucy Day. Batting third, playing center field, Leah Muse. The DH is Leah Koya, batting in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth is Janaya Hernandez as we take the first pitch. Up high for a ball. Batting sixth, playing at third base, Natalia Ponce. The pitcher, Kajvi Patel, back seventh. Batting eighth and catching is Avery Gomez. 1-on-1 the count now. And the number 9 hitter, first baseman Brooklyn Lopez. Count even at 1-1, leading off the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, got her to chase that one. That was high and outside.
So Paul has the jump 1 and 2. Let's see what she can do with this pitch. That's way outside. Catcher actually set up outside.
I think she was low. I think she was looking for the chase again. Pearl on the season, the senior, in just under 34 innings, a 2.70 ERA.
Popped up foul. Is it playable? Not quite. Just beyond the yellow mark.
Giving it all she had over there.
Nice job.
Isabella Musi.
So the count stays 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2-2 offering is foul straight back.
They're just getting a piece of that to stay alive.
Count is 2 balls and 2 strikes on the leadoff batter. Celebrate. Sails high and outside, so the count goes full.
Yep, Celebrate batting .408. She has drawn 10 walks on the season. She's looking for her 11th.
Grounded towards third, scooped up there. The throw is in time. So good play by Jasleen Negron, getting the ball over to Isabella Musi for out number 1. Guess some of the girls have walked up music.
Just a nice job from Negron to Musi, and good job by Musi to stretch out the leg and keep her foot on the bag.
Now to bring up Lucy Day, the right fielder for Vineland. She last was 1 foul and out of play.
Lucy Day, so far batting .349 on the season. 19 singles. She's also walked 6 times.
Next pitch. Right through the box, and that's going to find the grass in center field for a base hit.
That'll wake you up as a pitcher. Dave doing a perfect job of driving one up the middle.
Lucy Day gets a one-out single for the Fighting Clan, brings up Leah Mears. Here's the center fielder for Vineland.
And she is Vineland's probably most consistent batter, batting .559. I thought that one, I thought that one hit her. Batting .559 on the season, 38 hits, 27 RBIs. She's done it pretty much everywhere, singles, doubles, triples. She's even has some home runs.
Lofted to center field, coming in and making the catch is Kendall Mazer. That's 2 down.
It has not been an easy feat to get her out this season, so it's a nice job. Get her to foul out there to center field.
Cleanup batter Leah Koya. She's the DH for the Fighting Clan, batting from the left side of the box.
16 RBIs, 14 base hits for the cleanup batter. That one catches the corner.
Runner at first base with 2 outs. Day with her one-out single. That one's chopped foul at the plate.
She took a healthy hack at that one. I wasn't sure if she got a piece or not. I don't know that the runner on first was short either.
Yep, just heard that little nick of the bat. 0-2 count on Koya. That one sails outside.
Jaquette trying to, she's set up outside, but trying to pull that glove back in to get that corner. You see the runner on first.
That one's launched. It's going to be foul and not catchable because it's going to hit the ground too soon for anyone to get to it.
Yeah, Koya got the bat out a little too soon and pulled that one.
The count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes with 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. 2-2. Paul looking for that 3rd out of the inning. See if she gets it on this pitch. Hit high. So with a full count, they will be taking off from first base. Full count and 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 1 for Prawl, and the inning is over. Just 1 hit and 1 runner left on base after 1 inning of play. Millville 2, Vineland nothing.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
We're all looking for God.
Well, like I said, you don't.
Second inning action here from Vineland High School. Millville posting 2 runs in the top of the first, so they lead 2-0. And Kashvi Patel looking to have a closeout inning this time around. See what she can do against the Millville lineup. The Thunderbolts sending their 8, 9, and 1 hitters to the plate this inning. Carly Gandy, the DH. Right fielder Addison Reeves, and then top of the order Kendall Mazer.
Yeah, Millville would like to find a way just to continue their ambush on Patel. They did what they needed to do on the defensive side of the ball. They'd like to add more on, and Patel, as you said, would definitely like to have a nice clean inning this time around.
First pitch to Gandy, a swing and a miss.
But Gandy was a bit late on that one. I think decided to swing before realizing the ball was behind her.
And catching that corner, getting her to swing once again.
Yeah, looks like she's just not recognizing the pitch maybe because she's getting her swing off, but she's getting it off a little too late. I wonder if Patel goes to that same spot.
She does, and it's way outside. A strikeout victim this time around is Carly Gandy. First strikeout for Patel. One down here in the top of the second. Addison Reeves stepping into the batter's box next.
Yeah, that definitely feels good if you're Patel, is to get that first strikeout.
Just outside.
Yeah, Gomez tried to bring that one up just enough to catch the umpire's eye.
Reeves gets it, Patel gets it across the plate. Reeves takes it for a strike.
You were getting there.
Eventually,
That's all that matters.
that one sails way outside.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
2-1 to count on Reeves. Grounded to short. Takes a big hop, and that'll be, I guess I'll have to give that a hand as way up the fielder.
Oh, take a look at that one. That took a pretty big hop on Celebrate. Might have gotten her off the arm.
So Reeves is at first base with one out. Now the top of the order coming up. Kendall Mazer got that 2-run inning started with a little bit of authority, so take a look at it.
That angle will really tell us.
Again,
You're usually better at that than I am,
that one
so.
pretty much at the fielder. A bad hop it was, no doubt. But next pitch on the way, that sails outside.
So 2-0.
Three balls, no strikes. And just taking a quick look at the outfield, we mentioned that we're back a little further on this one, especially the left fielder.
Well, I had 3-0.
Okay, I guess there must have been a strike in that first pitch. It is 3-1. That one's fouled away, so the count goes full.
You could tell that was off the end just by the fact that the bat almost made no sound. That one's going to shake your hand a little bit. And Missouri got this game started with that double over the head of the left fielder.
Right through the box, another hit. Mazer's 2 for 2. Now the thing about that is that the runner at first base has to be very aware to
you
get
gotta
to second base.
hold up there because that was right at Patel, and Patel put the glove out to try and get it. Yeah, that's always that tough situation too because you almost get yourself caught in no man's land.
The infield is creeping in, expecting the bunt here. Pitches the ball.
She kind of faked a little like she was gonna. So you saw that little run up. You can kind of tell with how deep the batter is in the box when you can expect that kind of play. And she is looking at it. But when you notice the batter that deep in the box, you have a pretty good feeling she's going to attempt the slap bunt or slap hit even sometimes.
1 ball, 1 strike. And that one's lofted to left field, ranging under it and making the catch is the left fielder, Jessiana Toro.
Yeah, you don't always see the bunt in that kind of situation. Sometimes a batter will almost use it to fake the opposing team out. Hey, take a look at the runner here on second base. That is Reeves.
So Patel looking to get out of this inning unscathed. Runners at first and second, and 2 outs. Pitch is on the inside corner. Musi was hit by a pitch her first time around. Patel ready and delivers. High fly ball going back to left field and making the catch is Toro. She ranged back there, just kept on looking for the fence and makes the catch and ends the inning. So no runs in the inning. 1 hit, 1 error, and 2 runners left on. We go to the bottom of the second. Millville leads 2-0 as we watch the last play of the inning here. Toro just ranging back, and making the catch.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
I'm Mayor Anthony.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
We head to the bottom of the second where Vineland trails Millville 2-0. They got a hit in the first inning but stranded Lucy Day at first base. So it'll be the 5, 6, 7 batters as we take a look at the defensive alignment.
Yeah, from left to right, left fielder Sadie Drozdowski, Kendall Mazur, the center fielder Addison Reeves. The right fielder will get the rest of that in just a minute. That first pitch is fouled away. Jasleen McGrone, the third baseman Savannah Hadley, at shortstop Carrington Rothmel is the second baseman Isabella Busey. Over at first, Gabrielle Jaquette, the catcher and pitching today, and getting another foul swing there is Emily Prowl.
Naya Hernandez at the plate, trying to lead off for Vineland and get on base. The fighting plan, second baseman. That one's launched, and that's going to be a hit to left field. A leadoff single by Hernandez.
Yeah, put a really good swing on that and was able to get it to die down in front of Drozdowski, so no chance at the line drive catch. And gets it on that sweet spot of the bat. You can always tell when you hear that nice crack off the bat.
So now batting Natalia Ponce, the Vineland third baseman. Popped up, straight up. Shortstop is going to come in and drops the ball, but they'll get him out at second
I'm
base.
surprised they don't get the infield.
Well, I think you have to have runners at first and second for the in-fly.
Well, you get the out anyway, I guess, so.
Yeah, so. All right. So it winds up being a fielder's choice, 6-4. It'll bring up Kashfi Patel. Will be looking to help herself.
Yeah, she definitely liked to put the ball in play. Got in a little bit of trouble in that second inning, but was able to find her way out of it to keep that 2-0 deficit.
First pitch to Patel is fouled behind us.
Patel batting .475 on the season, 29 hits.
Puts it one high and away.
28 of those 29 hits have been singles. She also has a double on the season, a couple walks as well.
And sails high and away again.
You don't want to walk the opposing pitcher. You don't really want to walk anyone, but certainly not your counterpart on the mound.
2-1 pitch is low.
In danger of doing that.
Prawl will have to come in with one here. Let's see. No, she sails that one high and outside.
So Vineland with their first chance. They had the runner on in the first inning, but runners on first and second now for their first real threat. Only one out in the inning.
Avery Gomez stepping into the batter's box. First pitch is low.
Gomez looking to get into double-digit RBIs on the season. She's sitting at 9 so far. Batting 333.
1-0 pitch is popped up center field. Pretty much in position to make the catch was Kendall Mazer. Just a few steps to her left.
Yeah, and the right thing there, first step back and just tracking the ball from there.
So that is the second out of the inning. And Brooklyn Lopez will be looking to do something here. First baseman for Vineland. That one had some break to it. You see it started to the batter's side and then came across the plate, but it's called a ball. That one's right down Broadway. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs in the inning. Natalia Ponce at second base. Cosby Patel at first. That one is going to be in play. Foul ball and a foul out, as it turns out. So one hit in the inning, 2 runners left on base, and we are done with 2 innings of play. Millville leads 2-0.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
Middle part of the order due up to start the third inning for Millville. It'll be Gabriella Jaquette, Savannah Hadley, and Sadie Drozdowski. 4, 5, and 6 batters as Vineland has its little mound powwow to start the inning. First time up, Jaquette had the key hit of the inning, a 2-run single. He drove it to right field and brought home the 2 runners. This one's popped up, playable, center field. Nice running catch. Leah Mears.
Yeah, Mears a nice job to kind of that over-the-shoulder catch, tracked it really well out there in center field.
So that is the first out of the inning on the first pitch. Savannah Hadley, infield fly to the shortstop, her first time up. Makes it ball 1. One 0 pitch.
Oh yeah, they did say
You know
it.
what?
I thought it did. I thought it grazed the pants.
I heard a little nick there, and the way that she looked back at the umpire, and the umpire then did switch the call to being hit by the pitch.
Yeah, I thought I saw it graze a little bit of pan. This is the kind of material that you can definitely hear when something scrapes it.
Yeah, what the thing about the broadcast that we did, we have a bit of an inside look And I tell you, Hadley definitely looked back at the umpire and said,
Are you sure?
"Are you sure?"
You want to maybe change that?
And he did.
And we also have a good view up top.
Yeah, we're right behind home plate here. It's a great view, and it is a nice facility here at Vineland. So good job by the Vineland administration to really give these girls a nice place to play.
Once you can find it.
Yeah, they do have it tucked back
It's
here.
secluded here behind it.
Yeah.
It's a very good spot for it too because you're not really any danger back here.
That one's launched into right field, coming back, and I believe, very close to a double play. Good play by the right fielder there, Lucy Day, to make the catch and fire it back towards first base, but just getting back, Savannah Hadley.
Yeah, Hadley nearly got herself caught off of first base, and that,
Good catch.
yeah, nice range here, and you won't be able to see how far off she is, but just getting in there back at first, but
Very close.
and we're having a little meeting here, and one of the coaches is talking to the umpire, I think maybe just to see if maybe he thinks about changing the call, because
And he's going to get advisement from the home
yeah,
plate
to
umpire.
see maybe it was close. We'll say that, but
Well, what's going to happen is that
they'll just
he's-
don't talk
he's-
about it and
he's
see
asking
what.
him what he saw is what basically
Yeah.
is happening. Yeah. So we'll get word on to whether or not this is reversed or held up. Want to make mention of those who are with us via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Jason Catlett is watching with us, so is Heriberto Jimenez. We also have Joseph Hampton. Emily Aselta is watching with us. Carol Leminski-Rose. Charles Ritzler. Abigail
Oh,
New.
they do overturn it.
Well, it could have gone either way, and honestly, I thought she did get her. So a double play will end the inning. So the line-out double play. It's not a 1-2-3 inning, but the Millville only sends 3 batters to the plate. We'll look at it again, see if we can get a good view of it here. I thought she got her, but let's take a look.
Yeah, I think it's going to be too tough on the angle we have here just because you can't quite see the bottom of the first base bag here.
Hey, not you, kid.
Hard to tell from that, but
But by
but-
judgment, the fact that she's still kind of sliding
yeah.
gives you a pretty good picture. But it was very tight live, and as you said, could have gone either way, hence why we had our infield umpire say safe and our umpire behind the plate go with out. You saw just how different that could go. So after a little bit of a lengthy review, Vineland gets out of the inning. And they'll get another chance to bat here in the bottom of the third.
Yeah, you can't blame Ed Reed for coming out and asking for a second opinion on that because it was
No.
close.
Especially when
And
you get it reversed. So.
I'll tell you, when I saw it, I would have called her out. I didn't want to call her out because the umpire called her safe
Yeah, we'll get another view of this play.
to keep play because it does end the inning for Millville. See if Vineland can use it to get some momentum with the bats.
Yeah, I think the fact that you still see her going, like I said, it's tough from that angle, but I think you still, because you still see her body moving, that you can say from that angle. But yeah, from our angle here, I can see why that got overturned.
And again, our view of the field is such that you could see when the when the runner got back to the bag, and I would have given her the out call there. But it's all done, and we are into the bottom of the third inning. 2-0 for the Millville Thunderbolts. They got their 2 runs right off the get-go. That one is launched. It's going to just be beyond the shortstop. So a leadoff single by Frankie Celebre.
Yeah, Hadley doing what she could to try and get back to it, but just out of her reach. Dropping down between Hadley and Drozdowski. You see it right here. It's going to be just outside of her reach. Drop it in that little no man's land between shortstop and left field.
That one's hit, and that's going to be caught. Nice play by the center fielder. That looked like we were going to fall quickly, but Kendall Mazur makes a nice play out of it to get the first out.
Yeah, and kind of having to go into that knee slide to make it happen, or I have a feeling she probably would have thrown over to first to try and get that double play because Celebrate was off the bag a bit, but a nice job by the Millville center fielder.
Liam Mears pops it up. Right field is where it's going to go, and it's going to be caught there. So that is Addison Reeves putting it away.
Yeah, so 2 quick outs now after that leadoff single.
Cleanup batter in the lineup, Leah Koya. She is the DH for the Fighting Clan. Struck out her first time. And that one's popped up. First baseman wants it. And she squeezes it
Is that
barely.
3 outs on 3 pitches?
That was the 3, yeah. Yep.
So a very quick inning after the leadoff single. Just 3 pitches needed to get 3 outs after that. That's pretty efficient.
So we go to the top of the 4th inning. The only runs on the board happened early. It's 2-0 Millville.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Top of the 4th inning, Millville at the batter's box. Strike is called. It'll be 7, 8, 9 for Millville. You okay?
If anybody saw the way that Negron reacted to that pitch.
Good scoop on the little skid and a good play made by the shortstop there, Frankie Celebrate.
It was just Negron's reaction to that first pitch strike. Kind of put the hands up, and that was all.
Stepping up is Carly Gandy. She struck out her first time up.
And Patel got her to chase some really bad pitches.
Strike is called on the first offering.
Especially that 3rd pitch that was way outside, so Gandy will have to tighten up a little bit at this at-bat.
1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch is going to find some green. Base hit to right field. Again, it's not often how you hit them as far as how hard you hit them, but where you place them, and that is a definite example of that.
Yeah, Gandy kind of just throwing the bat out there. Going off the end there and dropping there between second and right field.
So 1 out base runner for Millville. Addison Reeves. She reached base on an error in the second one.
Yeah, thinking about throwing over there to first was Gomez. Trying to see if she can get Gandy. Maybe off a little.
Right through the middle, and it gets through for the base hit. Neither Patel or Celebrate could come up with that, so it's a single to center. And Millville has winners at first and second base with 1 away.
Yeah, Millville's been able to drive the ball through the infield more than once. It's that one getting out of the glove of Patel and Celebrate, but they've really driven it through the infield, especially on some of these base hits.
Now the top of the order, Kendall Mazur. She's having herself a pretty good batting day. Doubled, scored a run in the first inning, and has also singled. Looks at ball one.
And she's got a chance if she can maybe drive one to the outfield to get at least one RBI under her name.
That one's popped up.
Unfortunately.
Second base has it all the way, and that is Janaya Hernandez. So that's a second out of the inning. Carrington Rothbell now at the plate. She walked and flew out to left field, 0 for 1, scored the second run of that first inning. Little slap right at the second baseman, and that'll end the inning. Nicely handled by Janaya Hernandez. 2 hits in the inning and 2 runners left on base. We head to the bottom of the fourth, halfway through regulation play here in softball. It is still 2-0 Millville.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the complete...
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
Well, we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Vineland trying to break into a 2-0 deficit. So far in the game, they've had 1, 2, 3 hits. They hit in each inning.
And after a tough first inning, Patel's worked kind of in and out of danger. Millville's gotten a couple runners on in each inning, but haven't been able to tag anyone else across, so Patel doing a good job of keeping her team in it.
Second baseman ranging over to her left to make the catch on the first pitch.
That's
Vineland is chasing these first pitches.
Yeah, and just a 2-0 game. They're still very much in it, so you don't want to make it easy for the Millville pitcher. Ball up there.
Natalia Ponce. Again, first pitch hitting. She hits it pretty deep to left field. And it's off the glove. Mazer couldn't come up with it, so it's going to be an error. And over at second base will be Ponce.
Yeah, you could tell the whole time that Mazer never really...
Well, that's a Sunfield.
Well, Drozdowski never really had a look. Nice job by Mazer, though, to kind of back up Drozdowski. But you can kind of tell she's looking for it. Almost makes the catch, too. A nice job by Mazer, though, to back up that play, because that could have been even worse.
Yeah, that is the Sunfield, you can tell. The shadows pointing straight behind each player.
And the sunglasses can only do so much. As once you can't find that ball right away, it's usually tough to find it after.
See if Vineland can capitalize on that. Fouled away.
Yeah, they've gotten a couple runners on, but haven't been able to get anyone past second base so far.
And this is the second runner that's reached second base. Grounded to short, looking to run her back.
Oh, she's going
Throw
to go
to first,
anyway.
to throw to third is not in time.
That's some risky base running.
Risky but effective. Ponce doing a good job to get the third.
because Hadley did what she needed to do by looking, kind of trying to look her back, but she never went anywhere. So she was going all the way, and I think the low throw kind of helped. Just having to dig that one out with Musey and didn't really have a chance, so see if that heads-up base running ends up helping Vineland.
Avery Gomez looks at ball one. She flew out to center field her first time up.
2 outs in the inning, though, so Vineland wants to get on the board. They're going to probably have to drop one in.
Strike is called. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 outs and a runner at third. 2-1 to Gomez.
Come on, kid. Come on, 2-0. Hey, relax up here, kid. Here we go, Em. Hey, Em.
2-1 offering. Blast to left field. It's pretty well hit, but this time ranging over and making the catch is Drozdowski. So Sadie makes up for the error and ends the inning for Millville. Vineland does not come up with any runs. They leave 1 runner on base, and through 4 innings of play, as Drozdowski puts it away, it's still 2-0 Thunderbolts.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
So a couple changes here for Vineland. It's actually a pretty easy one. Janaya Hernandez, the second baseman, will now come in to pitch. And Kashvi Patel will go over to second. Batting stays the same, so Patel will still hit. But it'll be Hernandez now who would take over on the mound for the Fighting Clan.
2-0 score. Millville doing its damage right at the get-go. The 2 leadoff batters in the first inning got on base. A double by Mazer, a walk by Rothmill, and then the clutch two-run single by Gabriella Jaquette has accounted for all the offense as far as runs are concerned.
Janaya Hernandez, a freshman for the Fighting Clan, has been their best pitcher so far this year. Pitched 36 innings, a 2.33 ERA. So she'll try to keep the score where it is.
Isabella Musey is the first batter for Millville. She was hit by a pitch and flew out the left, so she's 0 for 1. She took something off that pitch.
That's one of those, I think it's going to be fast, and it turns out it's not, and I looked kind of silly.
Very effective off-speed pitch. 1 ball and 1 strike. This time she bounces the pitch in.
I'll tell you, the umpire got out of the way quick. Not sure where that was going to bounce to.
Hey, Belle, let's go. Be smart. Hey, be smart up there. Hey, let's go. We need you on, kid.
Count is 2-1 on the leadoff batter. Good eye to lay off that. Looked like Musey wanted to offer at it. Lays off the high pitch, and it goes to 3-1. And ball 4. So a leadoff walk from Musey. Gabriella Jaquette now stepping into the batter's box. She has accounted for those 2 runs on the board for Millville with her 2-run single to right in the first inning. Otherwise, she flew out to center. straight back on the foul ball.
Hey, let's go, one. Stand up. Hey, let's go, one. Let's go, babe. Come on, guys.
One strike on the batter.
Hey, let's go. Hey,
Hernandez comes to the plate. That one's launched foul. Pretty good rip, but
She definitely got all of it, but not where she wanted it to be. Just got to straighten that out a little bit.
Hey, wait, kid, wait. It's coming. Hey, let's go.
2 quick strikes on the batter.
Hey, sit on it, kid. Let's go. Hey, watch it. Hey, watch it, babe. Let's go, one.
Jaquette chases one
Yeah,
outside.
she kind of thought about not swinging and then decided to, and helps out Hernandez there.
Hey, let's go. Hey, two,
First out of the inning.
Hey, let's go, Sav.
That'll bring up Savannah Hadley,
Come on, Sav. Let's go,
the
kid.
Millville shortstop.
She was the one who, after a little look back at the umpire, got the hit by pitch earlier.
Hey, babe.
Pulled the bat back as she momentarily looked like she wanted to bunt it.
And we'll see how the Fighting Clan infield decides to play this. They are in at the corners just in case she decides to bunt again, or attempt to bunt.
Yeah, we're getting into that late portion of the game. We want to try to get some kind of insurance if we can. And bunting the ball and bunting a runner into scoring position is not a bad idea.
I think that's smart from Hadley, as you thought about the bunt in the first at bat. You see that the fielders are in on the corner, so why not decide just to swing instead and try and get it over their heads? It looked like she was trying to pull it over the third baseman on that swing. They're still going to play in a little bit, just in case.
I see it, kid. See it. Let's go, two.
Hadley swinging at one that might have been a little high.
Yeah, she definitely put a healthy swing on it, too.
Hey, watch it, kid. Let's go, two.
2 strikes, you have to imagine the threat of a bunt is gone.
Hey, see it, two. Let's go.
Because it does look like the third baseman is kind of back at the bag.
Let's go, kid.
Chased
Yeah.
the pitch.
Well, she can't. Well,
She can't.
I get. Well, yeah, I didn't think you could go, but
That's new to me. With first base occupied, usually you're not.
so yeah, it's almost running herself into a double play there was Hadley. I guess you counted us considering the runner was off second. It's almost like a steal. I don't know what you call that.
Well, the key part for Vineland is they have 2 outs.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. We'll figure the rest out later.
Runner in scoring position for Millville as ball 1 is heaved to Drozdowski. Sadie has hit the ball to the outfield twice, nothing to show for it. She's 0 for 2. Good look on that. She wanted to swing the bat there,
So
but
yeah, if you could see kind of the way she pulled the bat back like she was ready to fire it. A nice restraint there to not pull the bat out.
2-0 count. Ball sips inside. So the count is now 3-0. First base is open.
Would be the third time Millville's had runners on first and second if Drozdowski gets on here.
Touches the corner.
And she was kind of watching that one all the way. In a 3-0 count, you're likely to take one.
3-1 offering is ball 4.
Looked like another one where Drozdowski thought about swinging. So again, runners on first and second. Millville hasn't been able to do anything with it since the first inning.
That'll bring up Jocelyn Negron. Foul back.
I like to say, I feel like being a little bit higher up, it's a little easier not to flinch on those.
Okay.
I'm used to doing the flinching when we're back in Millville.
Yeah. Next pitch on the way is called the ball.
And the umpire is going to take a little bit of time here and just wipe off the plate so we can get a better view at these pitches.
Hernandez ready. Popped up. It might be out of play. And it is.
Yeah, right off. I could hear that before seeing it on the screen.
Right off the
You
dugout.
could see one of the Vineland players in the dugout immediately hands on the head, just praying that didn't come down. But that you're gonna know when it hits the dugout, that's for sure.
Strike 3 is called, and that'll retire the side. So Hernandez walks a couple of batters in the inning, but then winds up striking out the side as well. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and we are still at a 2-0 score favoring Millville as we look at strike 3.
Yep, just right at the knees there. Perfect pitch to end the inning by Hernandez.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
Maybe.
We're back for the bottom of the 5th inning. The 2 runs of the game were scored right at the outset. Millville capitalizing on a double, a walk, a hit batter, and then a 2-run single by Gabriella Jaquette. And that has been the scoring. It's been a pitcher's duel otherwise. 4 innings of work so far for Emily Prawl.
And Prawl's also gotten helped out a little bit in these last couple innings. Vineland swinging at the first pitch. So if you're the fighting fan, you might want to take a couple more pitches.
Strike is called as Brooklyn Lopez will lead it off for Vineland. She's the number 9 hitter. Top of the order coming up right behind her, Frankie Celebre and Lucy Day.
And it's very much still a game here. Again, Millville just up by 2 runs. I've had many chances to break this one open. I've had first and second 3 different times in this game. A couple times since that first inning, but I haven't been able to push anything across.
2-1 the count.
Ryan Salso, sorry not to.
Yep, Lopez, she fouled out the first base her first time up.
Vineland's had a couple chances too, have gotten runners on. Had a runner at third base for the first time in the last inning, but couldn't scratch her across. They have been threatening in these last few innings.
Popped up, shortstop position, and she missed it.
I don't know if she just lost it or what happened.
She didn't catch it. That's what matters.
As we're gonna have a pinch runner here. That's what it sounded like at least.
Yeah.
All right, so that's number 15 to take a look there at the drop. Pull up the roster here real quick for the fighting clan. That's Peyton Supa doing the base running for Ware, or for Lopez.
So now the top of the order has something to work with here. Runner at first base with nobody out.
And a good part of the lineup to have up. So again, that's Peyton Supa doing the base running here for Brooklyn Lopez.
2 Ps.
Yep, S-U-P-P-A.
Fouled back. Celebre is 1 for 2. Grounded out to third and then looped a single to left field her last time up.
Yeah, getting runners on first hasn't been an issue for Vineland. It's finding a way to do something with it after.
That one is going to find some green in right center field, and moving up to second base is the pinch runner, Supa. So a single for Celebrate. That's her second hit.
Farrington again put himself in a good situation. No outs in the inning so far. Good chance for the Fighting Land to get themselves on the scoreboard.
Lucy Day, who's 1 for 2. She singled in the first inning and then lined out to center in the third. Pitch is outside. Runners at first and second, nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. 2-0 score favoring Millville. Popped up. Shallow right field, moving in and making the catch is the right fielder, Addison Reeves, so that's one down.
Reeves doing a nice job of calling off Rothmel. He's kind of turned around trying to find that one. So getting the first out of the inning, the all-important first out. You set yourself up for a double play if you can get this next batter to roll over on one.
Leah Mears will try to keep things going for Vineland. She has flown out to center field twice, 0 for 2. Like 6, strike 1.
Nicely placed pitch.
Ball's next offering, bouncing in, good block. Keeps the runners right where they have to be. Good play by Gabriella Jaquette. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on the batter. Launched into left field, going back, and it is gone! And just like that, Vineland flips the scoreboard. It's 3-2. A 3-run blast to left field by the third batter of the lineup, Leah Mears, and you can see the excitement at home plate.
I like the excitement around third base, and then just, it's business.
A very clutch hit there by Leah Mears brings in 3, and Vineland now in front for the first time, 3-2.
Drostowski knew it right away. She turned back and just watched that one go. That was the fear if you're Millville, not capitalizing on your chances earlier in the game, as you were keeping Vineland in it, and one swing of the bat could change the tide of this game, and it did.
So a 1-out, 3-run homer to left center field.
Coach Reed talking to the umpire right now. We'll find out if there's some other changes going on.
Well,
I think we will get some changes.
Yeah, the batter is a new batter.
So that's number 2. No, number 2 would be Toro.
Leah Koya is the designated hitter, so they may be inserting Toro to bat.
All right, so we have the one change with the batter. The designated hitter, Toro, will come into bat now. And Coach Reed will, after the inning, tell the umpire what he wants to do about that DP spot. So batting for Koya.
Okay, so we'll find out if the DH remains in play. But Toro, the left fielder, will bat in this position. Swings at a high pitch and misses.
Yeah, so in softball they call it the DP, designated player.
Oh, 1 pitch is called the ball. Count is 1-1 and a swing and maybe a foul tip.
Yeah, I think that was something that maybe fooled Toro a little bit. So battle here. 1 and 2.
Grounded foul.
And she was a little bit over the top on that swing, but still got a piece of it to stay alive. But that was kind of one of those swings that you're just hoping you get a piece of it.
Two and 2 the count as that pitch sails high.
That's a real good eye from Toro. The bat came off the shoulders a little bit, but she did a nice job to hold it back.
2-2 pitch, fouled away.
And again, she's staying alive on some of these swings. They're certainly defensive swings, but she's finding a way to put the ball, well, not quite in play, but keeping herself alive.
That one's lofted to left field, and the catch is made there. Ranging in towards the ball is Sadie Drozdowski.
So 2 outs now. Again, we'll find out at the end of this inning what Coach Reed decides to do with that DP spot. Toro, the left fielder, was not batting before. It was Leah Koya.
First pitch to Hernandez is fouled back.
I tell you, I'm keeping a listen out because a lot of these foul balls have gone in the direction of your car. So
Yeah,
I'm giving a
I
little
didn't really
listen,
want
so-
to park it over there, but I haven't heard jink.
yeah, I'm listening out over there. I'll tell you that.
There it is again. That hit dirt.
Yeah, still, we're not hearing any car alarms or any glass breaking. So far, so good.
2 quick strikes on Hernandez. She's 1 for 2 on the day. Pitch is outside.
Yeah, I think Carl just kind of lost the handle on that one.
That one is also fouled away.
Fighting Clan are certainly getting plenty of swings now.
Hernandez is battling 1-2 the count. Strike 3 on the inside corner. That'll retire the side, but Vineland does its damage. The leadoff error, the single, and then the 3-run homer as we watch it. That has turned the tide in this game. The 3-run homer by Leah Mears, and it's 3-2 as we are through 5 innings.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
Many people treat
as they trail for the first time after that 3-run blast by Mears. Puts Vineland ahead 3-2. Carly Gandy has singled in 2 trips to the plate. Looks at 2 strikes. 0-2 to count. Pitch is high. Gandy will be followed by Addison Reeves, and then the top of the order, Kendall Mazer. Looks inside. That's been a strike and a ball today. Count evens out at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. So Hernandez gets the strikeout. All her outs since she came in the previous inning have been strikeouts. 4 strikeouts now for her.
So Hernandez now the pitcher of record. As Vineland flipped the script in that last inning after Hernandez had come in. So Patel is off the books.
Addison Reeves reached base on an error and has singled. Looks at ball 1.
After the way this game started for Patel, she'll very much breathe a sigh of relief to Hernandez that she's come in and done what she's done, and for her other teammates to get themselves on the board with that big home run.
2 balls and no strikes on Reeves.
And Millville dugout trying to hype up their teammates here. Get a little rally going late.
What a pitch. That one had some movement to the outside.
Yeah, Hernandez has had her way with the baseball so far. Or softball.
2-1 to count. Popped up, playable, I believe. Yes, it is. And ranging back to get it is the third baseman, Natalia Ponce.
And a good job to stay with that, because I wasn't sure if on the reach back if that one was going to drop. And she has to reach back over her shoulder here, and does a nice job to get that hand over the top. You see her point up at the sun.
As any player will tell you, I had it all the way.
Oh, absolutely. Doesn't matter what the video showed. I totally knew where it was. Wanted to just make it look cool.
Well, we have a mound meeting before the next batter. I guess they are talking about how to handle Kendall Mazer, who's 2 for 3. She has doubled, singled, and then infield fly to the second baseman. That's when Hernandez was at second base. Hernandez now on the mound. First pitch to Mazer is outside.
Well, that last out, Hernandez's first non-strikeout out. They struck out, not 4 straight, but 4 straight outs the other strikeout.
Oh, excuse me, check swing. It's going to work out very well for Vineland. Into the glove of the first baseman there, Brooklyn Lopez, and it is a 1-2-3 inning. There you have it. You get the 3 runs in the previous half inning, and you set down the side in order. So a closeout inning done by Hernandez. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, and it's Vineland 3, Millville 2.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
We're all looking for God.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QBC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QBC for today's exciting event.
Well, Millville will be trying to keep the score where it is now. They led throughout the first 4 innings 2-0, but Vineland came up with a 3 spot in the bottom half of the 5th inning thanks to Leah Amirs, a 3-run homer. So Vineland leads 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Popped up first base side, and it is caught there by Isabella Musi.
Yeah, Musi as well as McGrone in on the corners. Maybe thinking a bunt was coming. It actually ends up putting Musi in a perfect position to get that pop-up.
Kashvi Patel now at the plate. Starting pitcher moved to second base when they brought Hernandez in the pitch. She pops it up, and it is out of play.
Right off the dugout.
Patel has walked and grounded out to shortstop. 0 for 1. Popped up again. This one is going to be playable. And it is caught. Again, Musi ranging over to make the catch. So 2 quick outs. Again, we thank everybody for watching on the various outlets, whether you're on Channel 22, Quinn Broadcasting Facebook Live, and Quinn Broadcasting YouTube Live. We say hello to Prisley T, Mike Negri. Kayla Smith is watching with us, as is Heather Cheeseman, Kimberly O'Neill, and Kyle Mark. All watching. Thank you for being with us here as we have the rivalry on the softball side today. That one's put into right center field, but ranging over. Nice run over to make the catch is Kendall Mazer, and that'll retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Vineland. Millville has one more chance to go. They need at least a run to keep the game going. As we head to the 7th inning, it's Vineland 3, Millville 2.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci.
Well, right now the winning pitcher, if its score holds up the way it is, in relief of the starting pitcher, Kashvi Patel.
Naya Hernandez has done her job.
And by the way she has pitched, I would guess, just a guess here, that she might be their number 1 pitcher. She has struck out 4 in the last 2 innings.
As I mentioned earlier, the fun thing about that for this Fighting Clan team is she's a freshman. So they've still got 3 more years. And she has been their best pitcher so far. Came in with a 2.33 ERA, certainly dropped that so far. Came in with 40 strikeouts on the season. She's added 4 to that so far.
Say hello to Tiffany Gruber, Jaya Patipi, Jadira Gonzalez, Meg Mears, and Kimberly O'Neill. Thank you for being with us here on Quinn Broadcasting, Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And those of you watching on Channel 22, glad to have you. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters to try to keep this game alive for Millville, trailing by 1. Carrington Rothmill, Isabella Musi, and Gabriella Chiquette.
Millville's got a good part of the lineup up if they want to keep the game alive. You see the fielders playing in with the threat of the slap.
They are coming in, and the pitch is
Called a strike.
called a strike. Okay. I thought I heard the grunt of
Well,
a
I
strike.
could tell by the reaction of the Millville dugout what that pitch was.
1-1 pitch. Popped up. Playable. And it's going to fall foul.
Well, they're going to say if that was interference or not.
Yeah, they're going to discuss a possible interference as the runner ran into the fielder there. I think that is the instant discussion between the umpires.
Yeah, they're going to say whether or not she kind of had no choice or if she could have gotten out of the way.
Well, we'll find out what the call is. This is another one of those 50-50 things. So we'll take a look here.
And we'll see. Rothmel right here. You're going to see them make contact. So it's a matter of did the fielder impede? And it looks like they're just going to say foul ball.
Okay.
So assuming what they discussed was if Patel kind of the run took her in to Rothmel is what I'm going to assume they decided the call was.
All right, well, the batter still has life. That's the key part for Millville. Rothmel's still in the batter's box. I think the Ed Reed is asking about that again.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt for him to kind of get the explanation on why that's not an out. So he's going to come
Ed Reed's
out.
not satisfied.
Yeah, hey, you got one right before. Might as well go out and talk again. Yeah, just going by what we can infer of them saying it looked like I would assume the way they're reading it is Patel, as she was running, crossed paths with Rothmel, and that's why contact was made. That's just what I would infer from what the decision is. Of course, Coach Reed's going to make sure the umpires know how he felt about that play. Is you'd like to think he believes the opposite, that Rothmel made the contact and Patel could have made the play if not. Which is a fair argument, I think, if you're Coach Reed.
Now, the ball being in foul territory, who knows what that has to do with the call?
But there was a very good chance Patel makes that catch if there's no contact.
I think that is Ed Reed's point.
But Rothmel does stay alive. And he's still not happy about it over there.
You can't blame him. That looked like it was going to be an out.
No, I certainly see Coach Reed's point. And you got one call overturned already, so you might as well try another.
The 1 and 2. The count should be 1 and 2. Yes, they got it right. That part is figured out. So Rothmel in a 1-2 count. Popped it up this time. It's right behind home plate, but it's going to bounce and not be caught.
So Rothmel stays alive.
Come on, Care. Let's go, Care. Come on, Care. Let's go, Care.
1 and 2 to count still. Leadoff batter for Millville. Grounded to third. Nice play there. Throw across is in time. Nicely handled by Natalia Ponce.
And Rothmel kind of chased that one a little bit, tried to push it. Maybe get it past that third baseman there, but a good play by Ponce for the first out of the inning.
Isabella Musi was hit by a pitch, has walked, and otherwise flew out to left field, so she's officially 0 for 1. One out, top of the 7th inning. A 3-2 score favoring Vineland. Millville led 2-0 after 1. Vineland got 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th, and that's where we stand. 3-2 Fighting Clan. 1 ball count on Isabella Musi.
Let's go, Bell. Let's go, Bell. Let's go, Bell. There it is. Let's go.
Bouncing thing.
Let's go, Bell. Come on, kid. Come on, Bella. Hey, get on top of one there. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
2-0 the count. That one sails high and away.
I think you could kind of tell that one slipped out of the hand of Hernandez as she let go. A good chance for Musi to give the Thunderbolts a runner in a key situation.
Well, they need to get a base runner. They trail by 1. Hernandez rocks the 3-0 pitch, and ball 4. So there's the base runner that Millville needs.
Lucy wasn't even waiting for the call on that one. She tossed the bat immediately and ran up to first, but
Let's go, Gab. Hey, remember, kid?
gives Millville something to work with. And the batter that has the 2 RBIs for Millville, Gabriella Jaquette, is up with a runner on first base.
And she's 1 for 3 on the day with those 2 RBIs that happened in the first inning.
Hey, come on, Gab. Let's go.
Pitch hits her right off the elbow. That's why you wear the elbow guard.
Yeah, you could hear it pop right off it too, so a first pitch hit. Oh no, they're saying she threw the elbow out, I believe. I'm not, you know what, I wanted to wait on that one because it does look like, well, if you watch right here, that she does throw that elbow up.
Let's go, Gab.
Well, we'll see if we see it again here. I don't know if we're going to have time before she steps back in the box. Well, that's not the same.
No, that's the
Same
previous.
replay, yeah.
That's the
I didn't think so.
That was ball 4, yeah. Well, it's a tough break for Millville.
So we'll just go with ball 1 instead. As you see, yep, she kind of kicks the elbow out, and that pass ball, though, does move the runner up to second. I wanted to wait for the call on that one because it did look like she kind of tossed the elbow out a little bit to make sure it got hit. So I'm not surprised by that one, but a 2-0 count and now a runner on second. That's UC.
Jaquette nails it, but it's going to go foul. That was stroked, unfortunately not in fair territory.
Yeah, it goes over the fence, but not the one that counts. Jaquette got a good swing on that one, though.
Well, the tying run is halfway around the bags. Jaquette and Ned Hadley will be next after her. There's 1 out in the inning, a runner at second base, a 1-run game favoring Vineland, 3-2. That would slap, just foul. Boy, Jaquette's making it exciting, isn't she?
She's getting good swings on these. Just pulling them a little bit too far over. Yeah, she's getting closer, though.
Yeah, that one was a little closer to being fair.
I think Hernandez might rethink the pitch here, and she's got Jaquette aggressive up there.
Count remains 2-2.
And some UC on second.
Three and 2 to count. Hernandez with the payoff pitch. Again, foul.
Jaquette really getting some good swings on the ball. Just hasn't been able to keep any of them in play. That's at least 3 she's fouled off. The Millville bench definitely excited over there so much the umpire's got to usher them back into the dugout.
That was a fair ball. Will they send the runner? No.
Oh, they thought about it, though.
Well, it's probably a good idea because the left fielder made a good play on it. Toro stopped it in its tracks. So now you have first and third. Still just 1 out.
Yeah, she took a big round around that third base bag. A really nice at-bat from Jaquette. Fouled off a couple pitches and is able to keep Millville alive now. Of course, that double play is in order.
Savannah Hadley now in the batter's box, the number 5 hitter in the lineup. Hits it 1 up high for a ball.
And you have to think Jaquette's going to keep an eye on that ball, and if it gets away from the catcher at all, she might think about taking off for second, trying to keep Millville out of a double play.
This is why we enjoy Millville Vineland. We're down to that 7th inning. Swing and a miss.
And
Runner will take off then.
Yeah, Jaquette, a nice eye there to notice that ball wasn't tipped. So it keeps Millville out of at least the standard double play and gives Hadley two runners in scoring position now.
Next pitch sails way outside.
An interesting situation here if you're Millville on what you do if Hadley makes contact. I have to imagine you're not running on contact. I don't know.
We'll see.
It's a tough situation.
Swing and a miss. Took something off that pitch. That was not your standard fastball.
No, and Hernandez has done a nice job with that off speed. She's made a couple Millville batters look a little silly up there. So Hadley will have to dig in here with 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes, just 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position for the Thunderbolts. Grounded to third, runner is coming home. The throw is not in time. The game is tied, and now the runner will move up to second. Hadley will take second base. It was the right play, but getting in under the tag was Musey, and we're tied at 3. Welcome to Millville Vineland Sports Athletics.
Well, that answered it for you. Running on contact was Musey, and we'll get a look at it here, right to the third baseman. Musey didn't hesitate in taking off, and it catches the palm of the glove. Of course, we were catching the runner going to first. It was a close play, but Musey doing a nice job. But just look right behind home plate there, jumping up and down, and a nice job too by Musey, telling the runner to go to second.
Well, now the lead run is at third, insurance run at second.
So that answered our question on going on contact, and Musey doing a nice job of getting under the tag. It means Vineland will have to bat in the bottom of the 7th. It's just to be determined what the score will be by then.
Still just 1 out, so Millville can still do some work here. They've tied the game, and now they would like to take the lead.
Nice job by Drozdowski to realize Hernandez was taking a while to step out.
Ball 1.
And Hernandez, to that point, had been pitching rather well coming into the inning, but has been able to get on via a walk, a fielder's choice.
Popped up.
Well, let's see. I think, it's too shallow.
Coming in all the way from center field to make the catch
It's
near the
not
grass.
the typical center field fly ball,
No.
but
Leah Mears came in all the way pretty much to the infield to make that catch.
it's still a key second out.
I mean, it's a good idea. She's running in towards the ball, so not a bad idea.
Yeah, but watch here how far she ends up coming in. Yeah, it's her play for sure.
So that is the second out, and it brings up Jasleen Negron. She's 0 for 3. Hernandez rocks and delivers. Ball 1.
Well, doing what it needs to do by tying the game. They'd like to get that go-ahead run. And got 2 runners in scoring position.
1-0 pitch on the way. Slap foul.
They're just a bit ahead of it.
So the count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike.
And Negron looking for her first hit of this game. She'd love it to come in this situation. Thrown out, grounded out, and struck out.
The 1-1 is up high. The first base bag is open. But with 2 outs, you know Hernandez wants to get the batter here. 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. Blew it by her. I would expect an off-speed pitch now.
Most likely. You were able to get that by her. You know she's going to be aggressive. But we'll see if Negron's able to maybe pick up on it.
Just got a piece of it.
She kept the heat, and a good job by Negron just to get a piece of it. I guess you figure you blew it by her once, maybe you can do it again. Why try to speed her bat up anymore?
Count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. 1 run across. Popped up, but it's out of play. Avery Gomez came back to the backstop just in case. You know, she wanted it to stay in
You
play.
never know. Well, there's not any wind really right now, but sometimes it can blow it back in.
2-2 the count. Hernandez ready.
And she's battling up. Oh, she really wanted that too. But battling up there is Negron. Could see the way she pulled the bat up, like, oh, that was the pitch I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
You see her choking up on that bat just a little bit.
Ready once again. Slap off the glove. That's going to be a fair ball. And 2 runs will score. Millville has taken the lead back. What a clutch 2-run hit by Jasleen Negron.
Well, she really battled in that at bat, fouled off a couple tough pitches. Gets that one just off the glove of Natalia Ponce.
Boy, these last couple of half innings have been something else. A 3-run rally here for Millville.
Look at the celebration there from these Millville Thunderbolts. Hey, go to second.
5-3 Millville. That'll bring up Carly Gandy. She has a hit in 3 trips to the plate, 1 for 3.
You're never out of a game until the 3rd out. Millville proving that. They've done it with 2 outs.
That was a clutch play.
Well, they did that with 2 outs.
One's fouled away.
She was on that one, but
Out of the way. Count remains 0-2.
Jamie doing a nice job there to stay alive.
Grounded to second, and it's through. They're going to hold the runner at
I
third.
think that's the right idea.
Yeah, she didn't really get a good start off second base, so Negron will wind up at third. Gandy has her second hit.
I think that's the right call anyway. But as you said, not getting the best jump off of second. Gandy with a nice point over there to Negron. You don't want to run into the 3rd out. So 4 pinch running for 9. So that is, well, sorry, I have the wrong. So that is Harrington coming in to pinch run for Gandy. We'll get you the first name, but that is Harrington for Millville.
So as we stand now, there's 2 outs in the inning. Millville has pushed 3 runs across, runners at the corners.
So that is Jaden Harrington doing the running now for Carly Gandy. But yeah, Millville in their last chance has got a couple of hits in this inning. They've taken a 5-3 lead after trailing 3-2 coming in.
First pitch is way outside. Addison Reeves on the day, 1 for 3. She did reach base on an error and a single.
But Millville with runners on the corners, a chance to add
That one's launched to left field. Pretty deep, and it's over the head. 1 run scores. Here comes the second one. They're going to pull her short. A big-time double. Addison Reeves on RBI double, and it's 6-3 Millville.
Harrington had rounded the corner kind of hard and dove back into third base. Well, yep, just over the head of the left fielder, Toro, to score 1 run, and Millville's blown this one open here. They went from down 3-2 to now up 6-3.
Boy, you love to see that from your number 9 hitter. What a clutch double. 2 outs as she brings home yet another insurance run.
Yeah, every run from here on out is that much more important for Millville. We'll see if Pearl comes out.
Are they going to walk?
Yeah, they're going to load the bases.
They're not going to let Mazer do any more damage. She's got 2 hits already. And she is.
Millville dugouts letting them know it.
Well, I'm not shocked by that move.
So, Carrington Rothmel, who's walked, has flown out a couple ground outs, has the bases loaded.
Pitch is high.
Infield understandably in, though they've got to force at any bag, so I don't know that you have to play in here. You've got bases loaded, you can tag any bag.
Rothmel was the first batter of this inning. She's now the 10th batter of this inning.
So Millville has batted around. Depends how you look at it. They already batted around for me when Missouri came up. So is it the 1-1? Well, where to put him?
Popped up but out of play.
Oh, she started to run it out anyway. Yeah, it's just an interesting fielding alignment for Vineland because you can tag any bag. I guess just you don't want to let anything get past you.
Well, there's now 2 strikes on the batter. I don't know why you would play up.
I guess just keep anything in front of you just to be safe, but no one's near a bag.
That one's right
All
back
right,
at us.
I did flinch at that one.
Well, I moved slightly to my right.
I'll give you that one.
I didn't feel fear.
I'm good
but
for
I moved.
one. I'm good for one a game.
Count stays 1-2.
Ooh, Rothman just gets a piece of that one. Just barely getting a piece. Well, she chased one up high.
Popped up. It looks playable. And it is. And it's dropped. So new life for the batter.
Now everyone's going to head back to their base. Rothmel's going to get the bat again. She's put up quite a battle. Yeah, you hear Coach Sabas use that. You get another life here. After the ball popped in and out of the glove of Ponce. Again, bases loaded, nowhere to put anybody.
The pitch on the way. Here's a ball.
The Brother's getting good leads because anything put in play, they're off.
Count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped up and out of play again.
Getting her money's worth up there is Rothmel.
That was the 6th pitch of the at-bat.
It's only 6. It's felt like more. Feels like we've been here a while.
Count is 2-2. Rothmel trying to capitalize on her new life. And she does. She nails it to center, but what a nice running catch to save the day. Leah Mears, who's got the 3-run homer for Vineland, saved some more damage by making a nice running catch in the right center field. But Millville does send 10 batters to the plate. They have 4 runs crossed as we watch the great defensive effort here by Mears to end the inning. And Millville now leads 6-3, so Vineland gets its last chance when we return.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
Many people.
Well, we've had some twists and turns. Millville got a 2-0 lead in the first inning. They held on to that 2-0 lead until the 5th inning when Leah Mears delivered a 3-run home run. No doubt about it, shot to left center field. Put Vineland ahead 3-2. Millville has responded with 4 runs in the top of the 7th to take a 6-3 lead. So we'll see what kind of fireworks the Fighting Clan can deliver. Ball 1 to the batter.
And Emily Prawl still on the mound for Millville. She pitched rather well today.
There's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And Millville's going to try and let her go all the way. I don't believe we have any bullpen action.
2 balls and 1 strike on Brooklyn Lopez. She has reached base on an error and has otherwise fouled out.
You have a little bit of room to work with if you're pro, but you'd rather make this a little easier.
That's a foul tip.
Might have gotten a little help.
You do need 3 outs, but getting the first one is the instrumental one in any inning, especially when you're facing somebody who's trying to come back. 2-2 pitch. Fouled away again.
And especially against a Vineland team that has had a lot of success this season. We mentioned they lost their first game of the season and have rattled off 18 straight victories. They've done it for a reason, so this is a team that's never out of it.
2-2 pitch again. That one sails high. The top of the order coming up next. Strike 3 called. That is a huge strikeout. It's her 3rd strikeout of the game. So that is the key first out, but there's still 2 more to go.
Yeah, but you want to make sure, especially when turning that lineup over, that you get that first out. So that way, in this case, Celebrate doesn't come up with anyone on base.
What a catch! That was well stroked by the leadoff batter, Frankie Celebrate. She nailed it to the fence, but making the bigger play is Sadie Drozdowski.
She's really made up for that error early on in the game. She's made a couple of really nice catches.
Look at that stretch.
No fear, too.
Look at that stretch to make the catch.
Knew exactly where she was. And that's a big second out.
Boy, you can't hit it much better than Celebrate hit it there. They're down to their last batter, last out. That one's drilled to center. That's going to be a base hit, so Lucy Day keeps the inning alive and the game alive for the Fighting Clan. A 2-out single to center. That's her 2nd hit of the day.
Again, a little room to work with for Millville, up by 3 runs this time.
Well,
so you want to get the out, but the hit there with 2 outs, you're okay right now.
Well, you're okay if you don't keep in mind that the girl at the plate now, the batter is Leah Mears, who has the 3-run home run for Vineland.
Well, the thing that you can be happy about is even if she does hit 1 out, you're still winning. I think they are going to talk about how they're going to approach her here. I think a nice mound visit here from Coach LaBosse.
Yeah.
In that situation. Yeah, got the first 2 outs. You're now facing the batter who initially put Vineland on top. So, saying, you know what, we got 2 outs. Let's settle in. Don't worry about what she did last at bat. Just focus on right now and try and get that 3rd down. Come out here with a victory. Going to senior night tomorrow. Feeling good.
Well, they're 1 out away from defeating Vineland. But the tough batter at the plate, the number 3 hitter, 1 for 3 with the big 3-run bomb her last time up.
We'll see how Brawl approaches Mears here.
Way outside.
I wonder, you kind of have to give her something to hit, as you don't want to put 2 runners on and bring the tying run up.
1-0 offering again outside.
But we'll see if maybe they try to pitch around. Is it 2-0 or 3-0?
2.
Okay. Oh, the umpire said 3. No, that was ball 4. That was only ball 3.
Yeah. Now, see, he's going by the scoreboard.
Yeah, that should
he's
be
only,
ball
He's
3.
only had 3 pitches, yeah. It's 3-0. Yeah.
Yeah, it was confusing because the umpire seemed to be the one that was in the wrong.
All right, so it's 3-0, and here's the pitch, and they're not going to bother pitching.
Yeah, I have. That kind of seemed like pitching around without explicitly saying pitching around, but now you bring the tying run up to plate here, and
it's only the 2nd walk issued by Emily Prawl. Now you just settle in and try to get the batter. There's one strike.
And that's Toro.
Yeah, Toro is again batting. She's batting for the 2nd time.
And she helped Prawl out there by chasing the high pitch.
1 strike pitch. Launched to left field. Millville's got it. Sadie Drozdowski makes the catch, and this game is over. What a battle royale this afternoon here at Vineland High School, as the orange and blue score 4 times in the 7th inning to defeat Vineland 6-3 and end an 18-game winning streak. Kudos to Vineland, first of all, for having 18 games in a row. 1, they battled back, as they probably have done throughout the season, with that 3-run homer that gave them the lead momentarily. But Millville came up with a clutch 4-run rally in the 7th to win this one. And Drozdowski again with another key catch in left field to end it. What a ball game, and we are certainly glad that we were able to bring this one to you. Back and forth battle all the way to the end. So our final score, Millville defeats Vineland 6-3. There you see the last catch and the celebration that launches. Millville coming away with the victory. We'll be back in just a moment, so stay with us.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to, there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
Well, for our first softball broadcast of the year here on Quinn Broadcasting, we were treated to quite the game between Millville and Vineland, as we call it the rivalry softball edition this time around. Ariel Melendez here at Vineland High School as Millville Thunderbolts end an 18-game winning streak from the Fighting Clan. A 6-3 victory here. Our star of the game, Jasleen Negron, a pretty big hit in that seventh inning. But before we kind of get to that, you guys obviously got off to a quick start in that first inning. Had a couple of chances to maybe increase that lead later on. Vineland ends up coming back with that 3-run home run. So I want to take it to that inning. After that 3-run home run, you guys come back to the dugout. What's Coach LaBasse saying to you guys in that moment?
LaBasse, she was really telling us to get out our head. Like, this has always been something that we've wanted to do, beat Vineland because of their big lead. So she comes back and she's like, break it open, just break it open. Like, you guys have the talent to do it. And it just sparked everyone up, and we were just louder than the whole rest of the game we've been. And it just went.
And so you guys were pretty aware of the season that Vineland's had coming in with that. How much were you guys thinking about that? You know, trying to be the ones to break that 18-game streak, because you played them pretty well the first time around. Nearly beat them in that game. So how much of that was a focus kind of in the back of your head?
This was our biggest game yet, and by this win we get to have our playoff game home, which is a lot to the seniors. And the whole day, whole weekend, we were just praying that we beat them, and we took our lead here, and from here we can just keep going up. Like, it's just a big positive thing for the team and all of us together.
And coming into that seventh inning, obviously you guys, taking it up to almost the last possible minute. After those 2 runs in the first inning, you guys score 4 in the seventh, 3 with 2 outs. How big was that final inning for you guys?
My gosh. That was probably like the biggest moment in my life. Like, I was really emotional because it's like I really wanted us to win, and it felt really big because this is the biggest rivalry we have. So that was probably the best thing in my life that could have happened today.
And we talked a little bit kind of before we went on. You end up with 1 hit in this game, but it's the biggest hit.
The biggest
game.
one,
So we said, who cares about what happened before that?
That was meant to happen.
What was going through your mind just during that entire at-bat? Because you really battled in that at-bat. And when you finally see that ball go,
oh my gosh.
What's going through your head?
I know you're not supposed to watch the ball, but I definitely watched it when I was running. I was just so in my head, but in a positive way, thinking like, this is the hardest I have to swing, the best hit I've had to have all day. I may have been a little down from going 0 for 3, but it came up on top with my ending hit, and it just made everything so much better for me today.
And a couple final questions. Just your starting pitcher today, Emily Prahl, going all the way with the complete game. How important was she for the victory?
Oh my gosh. So actually, her freshman year, she did the same thing. She got us the victory her freshman year. She took 2 years off, came back and pitched it again and did the same thing. She's 2 for 2, so it made her very happy because she did come with the biggest smile ever and was so proud of herself, like all of us were for her.
And lastly, I want to talk about Sadie Drozdowski. She obviously has the air out in left field earlier in the game, makes a couple of really big catches that kind of not quite dive, but that stretch out to get the second out and then getting the final out. How nice is it, obviously, because I'm sure she's in her head a little bit with that air to see her get those final couple outs.
Oh my goodness. That was probably the loudest and oh my God, the happiest we've ever been together. Sadie is an awesome player. There's times where you can tell she's in her head, but she knew what she had to do and she did it. So I'm overly proud for her as well, and I know she's happy for herself. And this was probably the biggest thing for her today.
So again, that's our star of the game, Jasleen Negron, who had the big 2 RBI hit in the 7th inning. Millville ends the 18-game winning streak Vineland came in with a 6-3 victory. So we'll be back in just a little bit to tally up some final numbers. So stay with us here on Quinn Broadcasting.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
We're all looking for God. All the signs point to there is really a God. We try to find him in all kinds of ways, in all kinds of places, and through all kinds of things. But there's only one way to find him. That's by personal experience with him. Come visit us this Sunday. We can introduce you to him. New Life Church, Millville, New Jersey.
I'm Mayor Anthony Finucci. If you're looking for the right location, think Vineland, New Jersey. Our pro-business approach is supported by financial incentives, workforce development programs, and other resources which can give your business a competitive edge. Whether you're starting a new business or expanding to new markets, our business environment, infrastructure, accessibility, and quality of life make Vineland an ideal location. More information about how we can help your business grow can be found at vinelandcity.org. Vineland, New Jersey, where it's always growing season.
Many people treat their health like a game. With the Complete Care Health Network, it's easy to start your healthcare journey. Our mental health services focus on the emotions and behaviors that affect your overall well-being and features psychiatric, counseling, and addiction services, including our exclusive Fresh Start program, designed to help combat the opioid epidemic in our communities, plus all the other specialties you expect from Complete Care. Level up your health with us. The Complete Care Health Network. No games, just great healthcare for everyone.
It's time for sports on the Quinn Broadcasting Network. QVC brings you local sporting events, action-packed specials, and play-by-play coverage of the area sporting activities. From Pop Warner to college sports, Quinn Broadcasting covers it all. Join us now here on QVC for today's exciting event.
Well, I'll tell you what, the reason we do these games is because we get moments like the ones we've got throughout these 7 innings that happened here at Vineland High School today. Our final score, Millville comes back from a 3-2 deficit to score 4 times in the 7th inning and win this game 6-3. Fred Melendez and Ariel Melendez, this is the kind of game that whenever Vineland and Millville meet, 99% of the time, this is what the kind of game we get.
Yeah, this is actually exactly what you want to see, not even just between two rivals, just between two teams in general, fighting until the very last second. And it took Millville until nearly the last second to come up with a victory in this one. But yeah, this is exactly what you like to see, what you like to call is a game that's very back and forth. Both teams kind of getting in on scoring and having some excitement like that in the final inning.
Of course, Millville jumped out to a 2-0 lead in the first inning, and that looked like for a good while was going to be the way it was going to stay. The next 3.5 innings, just nothing was happening for either team. Millville had a few chances to tack on to the 2-0 lead. On the Millville side of things, pitcher-wise, Emily Prawl just kept Vineland at bay, but they're not Vineland for no reason, because they came right back and made this a ball game. A 3-run home run in the bottom of the 5th inning that was delivered by Leah Mears with 1 out. It was a 1-out hit, but the bottom of the order got it started, reaching base on an error. Frankie Celebre got a single, and then with 1 out, Leah Mears really tattooed one to left center field. A 3-run homer that flipped the score in Vineland's direction, 3-2. The next inning, nothing happened. 6th inning was somewhat silent, but then Millville, facing its last couple of at-bats, came up with a 4 spot, and our star of the game, Jasleen DeGrone, with the hit that pretty much sealed the victory. Just a great battle at the plate, first of all, and then when she did get one to be fair, she glanced it off the third baseman's glove, and being that the third baseman is in play, once the ball touches the glove, even though the ball landed in foul territory, it's a fair ball. So Millville came back and rallied for those 4 runs. And even though it got interesting in the bottom of the 7th, of course, Vineland's going to make it interesting. They got the 2 runners on base, but Prawl finished it off with as we look here, a line out to the left fielder, Drozdowski,
who made an impressive catch earlier in the inning too.
I got to say, these athletes, when they make a mistake and they make up for it the way that Drozdowski did, it's something we're getting used to here on Quinn Broadcasting. The athletes just keep on playing. And kudos to Vineland, by the way. They came in here with an 18-game winning streak and really battled. Millville took advantage of the first inning, got the 2-run lead, and held it for a while. Mears gave them a chance to make it 19 games in a row with that 3-run homer, but Millville would not be denied in that 7th inning, and they got the 6-3 victory. So just a big day of softball, and these 2 teams, we commend them because they battled. All 18 players out there battled the whole time.
Yeah, as we said, an exciting matchup between 2 teams. And, yeah, you always like to see kind of maybe some of those unexpected players to kind of come in clutch for a team on either side, just regardless of what it is. But for Millville to put up that kind of 7th inning down by just 1 run, especially when they had a lot of chances to increase the lead throughout the game. And I like what Negron talked about when I asked what Coach LaBasse said in the dugout after that home run is just keep your heads up. Like, just keep going. There's still a lot of time left. Don't worry about it. Just go out there. Just do what you do best. And Millville, obviously, you don't want to maybe save it till the final inning when you almost have to. But it's just that more exciting when you can do it in the final inning.
Well, that's what's great about baseball and softball. There's no real, time left in the game. You have to get 21 outs to seal it. And Millville made the most of its 21 outs and come away with a victory here. So exciting game, and we get to do another game tomorrow for softball.
Yep, we'll have softball senior night,
and that's going to happen at the park behind the Rob Shannon Field.
Yes,
I think it is.
Yes.
Right off of Cedarville Road, where they play soccer, and they have the softball complex. It'll be a 7:00 start tomorrow night, as Millville will host the team that I don't know off the top of my head. But
it is senior night.
The Colts. Okay, it's against Cumberland. Thank you.
It is senior night for the Millville Thunderbolts. So I'll have to ask Coach LaBasse tomorrow kind of the decision in wanting to play at that field. And we saw the boys do it at the Babe Ruth Field a couple weeks earlier in the season, playing under the lights.
That's what
we'll
it
have
is.
to wonder if that's just their version of under the lights, but getting to do it on senior night especially, that's probably going to be special.
Yeah, you're doing it in prime time. So Millville will be on board tomorrow night. We'll be here at Millville for their game against Cumberland senior night, always a special night for athletic squads in the high school ranks. For our entire staff, our director, Ryan Narowski, and, of course, our camera people, Brandon, Kylie, Rebecca, Panchasine. Okay, Panchasine.
He wrote it the way he wrote it.
Yeah, I have to read it. Ariel Melendez, of course, and yours truly, Fred Melendez. We hope you enjoyed today's game. It was a great 7-inning battle, and Millville wins it 6-3. We will see you on the diamond tomorrow night.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC. Programming that serves the South Jersey market.